Welcome back to part 17 of my soda can sculpture collection. Everything you see is made out of soda cans, glue, and paint. But there are a couple of small exceptions here. Instead of covering all of it at one time, I think I'm only going to cover the figurines. Let's start at the very beginning with the crude version that I made of Iron Man. This thing is really embarrassing to show. I want to trash it, but I think my skill has gotten better over the years. So I keep this as a reminder of how far I've come. Moving on to the Mark I. This was a very fun build. I wasn't sure I could pull it off at first because I really wanted the back to look good also, so it would be a complete project. Some of the details I like are, of course, the back and the very fact that you could see like a human head in the helmet. This came out pretty good. Also, the Hulkbuster. This is probably one of my pivotal pieces simply because I wasn't sure kind of where to start, and being that it's more complicated with the layers, this taught me a number of new techniques and helped me to do stuff like the Mark I and all the Transformers, especially Bumblebee. Next up, we have Hulk from Ragnarok. This is one of my favorite ones simply because it was so hard. I have probably 200 hours in this thing. I noted at the beginning that there were a couple of exceptions to the materials. The face and head is made out of polymer clay. The scale that I was working at with metal was just too small to put detail like teeth and eyes and such, and I didn't want it painted on. I wanted it to be textured. So I did use a polymer clay for the head. Of course, the helmet is glue and soda cans. The bodywork is core of metal, aluminum, but I did put an outer layer, a very heavy outer layer of hot glue that I sculpted and shaped to pull off the rest of him. And the final figurine is Thanos, the Mad Titan. He is, of course, made out of hot glue, paint, soda cans, and of course I did use polymer clay for the head. As a little bit of a bonus, this is the proof of concept prototype piece I made just to make sure that I could pull it off. I hardened it in the oven, came back and tried to clean it up, and I realized it was a little bit undersized because I wanted Thanos to be able to stand next to the Hulk and be in similar scale. This would have made him a little bit too small, so I had to recreate it. Of course, the gauntlet is made out of glue and paint and everything, but I did buy little stones from the craft store, and I just thought it really deserved to look special, and I think it came out okay. There's some detail pieces I like the painting on the legs and the texturing, even these like the raised armor pieces for his kneecaps. There's just a little bit of everything going on. I do see I need to touch up a couple areas because you can work on these things for so long that you become blind to the small details and you need to step away and come back at another time. So there you go. I do have more Marvel stuff to show you. Next up will probably be the bust collection, and then we'll move on to vehicles and other Marvel related stuff. Once again, please feel free to follow and to share this stuff. I really love sharing my art with you. God bless. Have a great day.